Fishing is about more than just catching a fish. To me, it's also about being out in God's creation and just enjoying it. I also really like the challenge that fishing brings. And today we're taking on a new one in a new place. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is what I'm going with today, at least just to start. I've been seeing some kind of white bugs flying around, so I'm kind of trying to match the hatch here. And I believe this is a dry fly, so if it lands on the surface, hopefully something will come along and eat it. So we'll try that out. We'll keep an eye out for other bugs and see if there's another fly we might want to use if this one doesn't work. So let's just try this one first. Kind of warming up my cast here. I'm not really necessarily trying to catch a fish right now, but I'm just trying to get used to this dry fly because I know that one thing that's really important about fishing with a dry fly is the drift. And I've never used a dry fly before, so I kind of am just trying to figure it out right now. All right, so I tied a rig that they call a dry dropper. So basically, it's pretty simple. It's a dry fly at the top here, and then you have a little leader tied to the hook of that dry fly, and then on the bottom, I actually have a, I believe they call this a midge, which is basically, I'm trying to think of the name, a nymph. It's just a small nymph, and that sinks. So that doesn't float, that sinks. Dry fly floats, so it almost acts as a bobber for this if it does get hit. And then also the dry fly can also get hit too, so it's kind of almost doubling my chances of catching a fish. So we're gonna try it out. I actually just saw a trout swim under a rock over here, so I'm gonna slowly approach that spot and see if I can get it to bite. I didn't waste too much time trying to catch this one trout because I knew there'd be a lot more fish and trees to catch upstream. Fly fishing is definitely still unfamiliar territory for me, so seeing feeding fish in the nearby area was reassuring and just helped me to keep on casting. Oh, I just got eaten and I didn't look. Dang. I wonder if he'll come back for it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. I did not actually expect that to work. Okay. All right. So this is my first ever brown trout. If that camera will focus. There we go. First ever brown trout. Beautiful fish. I'm going to go ahead and get him back. Don't want him to be kept in the net too long. So I'm going to get that released for you guys. All right, there he is one more time. What a beautiful little fish. Let's go ahead and let him go back where he belongs. So I'm gonna put some more. It's called a floatant, and basically it's for dry flies, so that way they can stay buoyant and not sink after a while, because after a while they do soak up some water and they start to sink. So to get that best presentation, I definitely want to keep that fly floating. All right, so I'm just sitting here taking a little break, but so far I'm really enjoying this fly fishing thing. I mean, it's definitely a lot different than what I'm used to, because I have to worry a little bit more about stealth and have to worry more about getting my stuff caught in trees every 5 seconds, which is taking some getting used to, but still, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm hoping to get another one before the day's over. We'll see. I just saw a trout eat off the top over here, so I'm hoping the same trout will come back and eat my fly. We'll see. Trying to keep that natural drift, not letting that line give it too much drag. Oh, got it. I was not ready. My finger is not on the, oh. Okay. Golly, my finger was not in place. I was not ready to be reeling him in. But look at that, another brown trout it looks like. I'm gonna go to get him in the net. All right. Beautiful fish. We're gonna go and put him back and try to get some more. Oh, I see fish. I actually see fish right here. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Oh, no way. No way. This is a brook trout. Let's go, dude. Oh my gosh, there were a bunch right there. There was a bunch of trout just sitting there. I was on the way back to the car and I made a few casts and ended up catching this one out of a little stream that I've already hit, or a little kind of like a little rapid, I guess you could call it.
All good things must come to an end, and this trip was no exception. Oh, but I'll be back.
All right, so I made it back home. I didn't really do much of an outro over there. I kind of forgot, but that was a lot of fun. That's the first time I've ever had really any experience fishing for trout specifically, in a stream especially. That was great. That was only episode 2 of this series, and we got plenty more in store. I think all of those were stocked trout, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think any of them were wild. The only one that may have been wild is that last brook trout, I think, possibly, but I really don't know. I'm not an expert by any means on trout. So leave a comment if you happen to know if any of those were wild trout. But we definitely have to go after wild trout at some point in this series. We got a lot in store. We're just getting started, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Remember, there's always time for one more cast.